The problem with putting computer chips in people's brains. Now, yes, I know just from looking at it on the outside, this is actually seems like a good thing because yes, you can amplify the power of your brain, you can do complex calculations and all that, and you can control devices and all that using the chip directly from your brain without having to touch it. But there's a big problem with that. The problem is basically anyone who's going to have an advanced computer chip in their brain, they're going to be able to outthink and outdo anyone who doesn't have it. So they have a distinct advantage over normal people. At least that's the way the technology is going to be evolving. And when that happens, regular people are going to have to put implants in themselves. They're going to have to use computer chips as well to compete because the world's competitive and you need every advantage you can get. So everyone's going to be using computer chips at some point. But the problem with that is everyone's sense of individualness and uniqueness might end up getting lost because of this. I mean, think about it. All these computer chips are basically performing at their optimum, and basically so everyone's going to be intellectually wise performing at the even pace, and that's going to seem a little bland. I mean, think about it. During an exam, everyone scores 100 out of 100. During some competition, everyone is tied for first place, and that seems boring. I mean, the best thing about human beings is the individualness. Some people excel at some things, other people excel at other things. Everyone has a unique skill set and a unique way of thinking. That's what makes humans interesting. But when these chips become mainstream and everyone uses it, then what's unique about everyone? I mean, how is anyone different from anyone? Life is gonna seem boring, honestly. And that seems a little depressing to me. I mean, obviously there are a lot of cases where these chips are really useful, because in the case of handicapped people or people with some sort of disabilities, I'm saying that these chips can potentially in the future help them with those things, and that's a great thing. But for regular people, I really don't think regular people should be using this thing. And I don't think these chips should be hardwired for optimum performance and all that. Yes, these chips, in my opinion, these chips should be made to help the people who have disabilities to be able to compete with the regular people and overcome these disabilities and compete with the regular people and improve their quality of life. That's what these chips should be. They should be used in a medical sense, but not in a consumer sense as the guy with the best chip can beat everyone else just because he has a chip, not because anything special about him. I mean, we're probably going to see a point where these chips even become upgraded and the guys with the newest chips are going to beat the guys with the oldest chips, so everyone's going to update to the newer chips. And so what's the point of winning if it's basically because the tech has nothing to do with us as individual beings? I mean, how is anyone different from anyone apart from physical looks? So that's a little sad and a little generic to me. I mean, how are we going to be any different from robots if this happens? I mean, robots do everything seamlessly and humans will do everything seamlessly, and yeah, I'm not really a big fan of that. And these chips, the way things are going, I think this might end up becoming a consumer product somewhere in the future. I don't know how many years or decades it will take, but we seem to be heading that way. Now, I hope it doesn't happen and it only becomes used when absolutely necessary. I mean, in the case of disabilities, and maybe people who are dealing with risky situations in work, like police or firemen or doctors or something like that. Yes, in those special cases, these chips will be incredible, but they should be tailored just for those specific cases, not for daily life. That's what I think. Or the future of human beings using computer chips in their brains.